In Jerusalem, the so heavily disputed city of peace, some 25 Palestinian and European Christians and American and Israeli Jews met for the second year in a row to participate in a workshop on liberation theology. Invited by the evangelical Lutheran churches in the Rhineland, Germany, and in Jordan and the Holy Land, they engaged in a deep 3-day dialogue, a Jewish-Christian and at the same time a Palestinian-Israeli dialogue. Among them a delegation of the International Council of Christians and Jews. Why took this unique meeting place?
This conference in Jerusalem is important for the Church in Rhineland because we have here partners together who don't talk at all to each other. Palestinian Christians from Israel and the West Bank, Jews from the United States and from Israel, and Christians from Europe together. And they try to find new ways to live together.
I would have to say that it's been a very interesting and challenging experience, the importance of which I think is that it strengthens each of us and we strengthen each other in our own commitment to working for peace.
I think, this conference is very important to me and to my church because we are in dialogue, first of all, with our partners overseas, especially the Church of Rhineland, who is a co-sponsor. And secondly, we need really not only to build bridges between Palestinians and Israelis, but also to build bridges of understanding between the Palestinian and Christian understanding and the German Christian understanding.
Graciously hosted by the Lutheran community in Jerusalem, the sessions were held in the Martin Luther School right in the middle of the old city. An exposure trip brought the participants to Beit Zachur and Bethlehem. Next year this group will meet again. Because for the Lutheran churches the important issue is: how can Jews and Christians from Palestine and Israel, from Europe and America, kindle even the smallest spark of hope in an often seemingly hopeless situation?
One of the topics that we're talking about is hope and a sense of hopelessness. And sometimes when we work for peace and we don't see facts changing on the ground, it gives us really a sense of despair. So I think that by meeting each other and renewing our ties and having these kinds of conversations, a little bit we're strengthened in the idea that there's still hope if we work together, and if we bring these ideas back to our own communities, then I think maybe it does give us hope for the future.
We are reading here together as Christians from this country, Israel and the West Bank, and from Europe and the United States, the same texts in the Bible. Coming from different contexts means we learn a lot from each other what the Bible has to tell us in the context of Israel and Palestine.
It is very essential that the evangelical Lutheran Church and Arab Christians in this part of the world will implant hope in a hopeless situation. Our hope comes from Jerusalem, not from Washington, not from Amsterdam, not from Berlin, because Christ has risen in Jerusalem. And as long as Christ is living in us, we have hope.